Hi, this is Gigi, and this is Things That Mama Used to Say with her glasses on. Yes, that is my mom, Mrs. Annie Medley. Very wise, very wise. Oh my goodness. She had a lot of wise sayings that I remember, even in the area of finances. I remember when I first got my summer job. I used to work at the Norfolk Naval Shipyard. They had a program through the schools, and I worked every summer after ninth grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. And I remember when I got my first paycheck, and I walked home, and my parents were sitting on the porch. My dad was just grinning. He looked at my check, said, "My baby's made her first paycheck." Mama looked at the check. Yeah, she had her glasses on. She saw the figures and everything. And she said, "Okay, Gail, this is what's going to happen. You got to give God his part first, save some and spend some." I never forgot that, because you know what she believed? And according to Malachi 3:10, it says it right here in Malachi 3:10. "Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house, and prove me now herewith, said the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it." You know what? I have on my VCU alumni um, sweatshirt here. And you know what? I probably wouldn't have been able to wear this if I hadn't listened to what she said. Because as I was growing up, of course, the saying was always, it won't, if you were going to college, Gail, you are going to college. Like when you go to college. And I was an honor roll student all throughout school. But as I was getting older, they kept saying you're going to college. But as I was getting older, I'm looking at the circumstances. How was I going to go to school? We didn't have much money. There weren't no college funds saved. My parents were older because they adopted me when they were in their 50s. And on top of that, right before I was getting ready to go to college, my dad got hurt on his job, and he was on disability. And I'm like, how how is this going to happen? But you know what God did? Oh my goodness. He blessed me with a grant. I didn't say a loan, I said a grant. It was called a basic equal opportunity grant. I said, lo and behold, that thing worked. He said, "Give it to me and watch, I won't pour it out." Won't he do it? Won't he do it? And all I had to do was keep my grades up, and I didn't have to pay a cent. Oh my goodness. I know this thing worked. When we talk about the tithes, I know other people that have done their tithes, and they've been blessed with things. And even I know one person that when they started paying their tithes, they couldn't have a baby at first, and God even blessed them with a baby. But I'm telling you something, you better listen to what your mama said, especially when it comes to finances, especially. And as I was thinking about that, on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have a podcast that's called "How Would Jesus Invest?" And it's based on my award-winning book, "How Would Jesus Invest? Breaking the Poor Man's Mentality." It won the 2011 Christian Choice Book Award. But in this book, I start out with a poem that I dedicated to my mom. And you know what? One of the lines here, and it's a real important one. It says, "She used no parent manual except the Holy Book. Its golden rule and beatitudes form what is called my attitude. And I even dedicated a chapter in my book to her as well, talking about some things, because one of the scriptures says, "I've been young and now I'm old, but I never seen the righteous forsaken, or a seed begging bread," because that is what my mom believed in. She believed in giving and following what the scriptures said. And guess what? She passed it down to me, and I thank God for that. But let me tell you something. You better listen to your mama. Bye.